Oh hey, look who's home. It's your good old little PC Kun. Come on in. God damn it, I missed you for so long. Right, let's get it rolled in and let's get it installed. It's been a while. Hey guys, it's your girl Melody Tensei and let's get straight to the devlog for August 2024. So one of the greatest good news is that the PC is not dead anymore. As you can see, I am finally back. Hey, I'm on VR chat and I'm finally doing VR chat things. To be honest, I don't really know. So, to those who haven't watched my mouse mat video, here's the short form of what happened. I sent the computer to the technician and it took them 9 days to figure out what went wrong. So basically what went wrong is that the PSU has been pretty worn out and it has been involved in a really massive accident many years ago that surprisingly slipped past my mind. So a long time ago, Naive Melody accidentally mismatched power supply cables and that caused some magic smoke. And I thought what broke is probably just my GPU and I didn't think of it too much. But I didn't expect that it even blew up the power supply safety feature as well. So the safety feature for the PSU is pretty busted. And add salt to injury, the warranty for the PSU is pretty void because Naive Mel opened up the power supply to clean the fan. So the warranty is more or less void because we don't have legislation here defending against the warranty sticker here. So I pretty much have no choice but to accept defeat, more or less. However, with a little bit of money to gather around, special thanks to my Ko-fi donators, thank you all so much for giving me even the slightest bit of money that allows me to be able to afford at least a power supply that can hold me off for at least probably a year or two and keep going with content creation. So I thank you very much. But with that said, I'm still looking forward to get a properly decent power supply and you can check out my throne for the actual power supply that I'm looking forward to upgrade to. I'll show it out on the screen and feel free to donate if you would like to keep me alive for a little bit longer, I guess. But yeah, speaking of setups, however, I have decided that I kind of want to try messing around with ASMRs a little more. So although the view count isn't that much in comparison to all my other videos, I still kind of want to venture into various different kinds of trigger in ASMRs and maybe start to get into the more serious ASMR stuff. However, I don't really have a 3DO or any binaural mics of the sort. So please do check out my throne because I do plan to pick up a binaural mic. However, I don't have the funds for it, so if you would like to fund my ASMR journey, feel free to check that out there. But for the time being, I'm using the Razer Siren to make up some of the ASMR stereo vibes, I guess. And there are still plenty things to think about. So namely setup, I'm recently kind of working on getting comfortable with the setup with my laptop recording setup to be able to record ASMRs in. And I kind of settled to not record them in my studio room ever. This one right here. Because if you've watched my ASMR trigger test video, you will realize that that room is actually my bedroom. Fuck's sake, this table sucks. And even that, with the air conditioner on, it's making quite some noise. So I don't think it would make sense to record in a studio room with the computer fan going like crazy. So plenty of improvement has to be done, including getting something to display my laptop so I'll be able to control my OBS from there, while keeping the laptop outside the room so there won't be jet engine noises. Right, getting onto Melody Tensei's video. So what's next for Melody Tensei's video now that the PC's back? So I currently got a huge backlog of videos that I planned to make but did not manage to because the PC went poof. So now I'm gonna try to catch up to all of them. And as of recording this video, I have successfully done a few tasks that I have mentioned in the communities post. Please do keep an eye on my Discord and community post for more updates for some of the behind the scenes stuff. But as for my videos, I'm planning to make some stream highlights for contents that I've been wanting to make for quite a long time. So gaming stream highlights naming one of them because recently I found myself to be burning out a little teeny tiny bit and I've been running kind of, I wouldn't say out of ideas, more like kind of out of feasible methods to achieve some of these ideas I have in my head. So I kind of need more breathing room to to create some of the ideas out and hopefully ensure the quality stays pretty much the same throughout the videos in the past to the present, or maybe even better. I'm trying to make it better, not worse. So hopefully you would spare me some more time for some of the tech videos, be a little patient with me because there's a lot of prep work going on and it's a little bit hard to prep these days. So hopefully I can fill up that gap with some gaming stream highlights. Not to mention, I kind of do want to expand my videos to not just tech, but also some gaming highlights, so we can cater to the general audience and gaming fans, I guess, on top of just tech fans, because laser focusing on a certain demographic is not exactly my favorite thing to do all the time. However, I don't really have that much choice. Not to mention, I do kind of enjoy gaming, so think of it as like an addition to my channel, I guess. That way, this should allow my channel to continue breathing while still having content pumping out every week, all while still giving me breathing room for research for the tech videos that I'm planning to make eventually and also slide into one of the weeks. Also, to prevent future burnouts, I'm temporarily suspending this sussy site that I have mentioned in my previous devlog, because recently I found myself not being able to catch up to whatever work I want to do on that side. Not to mention, it's not my primary focus to do more than usual spicy content just yet. And I think to myself, something spicy is just something's on the side, I guess. Not exactly my regular thing, so I hope those who are looking forward to those sites be a little patient with me. And speaking of being patient with me, I thank y'all very, very much for being patient with me, because in the past weeks, I've been working on compiling editing assets, so it would be far easier for me to search for editing assets for videos that I'll be making in the future. However, it has been getting really, really taxing on me mentally, because of the sheer size of the assets I've collected. So I've only collected 75% of the first pack, but I hope I can make good use of it still myself. But my ultimate goal, however, is to make sure that I can gather all the assets and I have at least 95% not needing to search on the internet for assets anymore. And hopefully I can distribute it out so it would help future editors and aspiring editors as well, not just myself. I hope I'll be able to make it available for download when it's ready. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't pull through with doing 100% of all packets, it's because there were 3 packs and they were massive. And not to mention, I'm feeling really guilty recently for being on a hiatus for too long and not pumping out any kind of content. It's kind of killing my algorithm recently, and I don't really want to be forgotten. So I decided to put a pause on sorting out assets for now, but I'll keep doing over time as I'm editing videos. Right, getting on to the more uplifting news now. I've said in my previous devlog that I'll eventually be working on making my channel accessible to Chinese viewers and Japanese viewers. So as my first step, I've started opening up my Crowdin page. So you can check out this website if you do want to volunteer translating my subtitles into those languages. That way you would help upcoming viewers to check out contents that I would be offering. And I would also continue to commit making English subtitles for all of my videos. So this is not going to stop, and I'm going to keep making subtitles because I want to make sure that all my viewers can kind of get what I'm saying without relying on auto subtitles, because auto subtitles do suck a whole lot. Currently on my Crowdin page, I've only covered 90% of my channel at the moment because I've reached the free tier limit, the word count of 60,000 words. So once both language has been translated completely, I will delete those source files and I'll take the translations and then put up the latest videos in as well, so people can translate those videos as well. Now, if you're wondering how the hell would I get proofreaders so I can make sure that the translation stays accurate, I don't really have any plans for now, but I'm looking forward to proofreaders who are looking to proofread the translations that will be submitted to the page. I'll be looking forward to getting applications for proofreaders that are looking to proofread the translations on the Crowdin page through my business email. Do check out my pincushion down in the description below for the business email. My only simple requirements for becoming a proofreader is to prove that you have a substantial evidence that you're proficient in the language that you're applying for, all without losing the vibes and the meaning that I'm saying. Now, you don't need to submit your certifications or your degree or anything, because certification to me don't really matter. True skill matters instead. However, please do not submit ChatGPT looking ass submission, because I won't be entertaining those. because AI outputs just don't reflect the actual vibes that us humans give out when we're speaking. So with that said, I bid you all good luck down in the description below. Now, for one last brighter news, I've updated my throne wishlist, so there's far more items now in my wishlist. You have more choice in gifting me gifts that I have on my wishlist. However, I've only added a small handful of stuff, namely studio improvements like soundproofing panels and random stuff that I want. However, something still feels missing, so please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what suggestions I should add into my wishlist, and if I should go balls to the walls to the things that I want. However, there is one tiny roadblock, you might think to yourself. If I donate to Throne, wouldn't that mean I won't have access to my Ko-fi early access? Hello, early access viewers? Well, fear not. I've actually emailed Ko-fi support and they gave me a green light to do this workaround. So if you donate on Throne, as long as I obtain certain information that I can contact you in some way, say namely your email address or something, then I'll contact you directly over email, a code you can use on Ko-fi that will discount an item on my shop on Ko-fi by 99%, which means you only need to pay a single yen fee to enter my Ko-fi exclusive content. Now, if you're wondering why a single yen, that's because Ko-fi currently does not have 100% discount coupon at the moment, and I've passed that suggestions to them, so hopefully they start implementing that and allow me to do that kind of workaround. However, as of recording this video, I have not tested if this feature currently works, so your mileage may heavily vary, but hopefully sometime around in the future I'll get this tested, and I'll let you know down in the comments below whether this feature worked. If it worked, I'll announce it on my Discord and the comments below, and also in my community post. So I'll do some tests, and I'll let you know by then. Now, I hope to bring more blessings and upgrades to my channel in the next devlog, but I'm not sure when I'll have another devlog. But there will be one if there's any major changes that can be compiled into one video like this. With that said, thank you all for believing in me, and hopefully I'll be back soon. After all the backlog videos, the streams will resume. There, I said it. With that said, please do financially support me on Ko-fi and Throne, and Otsumeno. Catch you next time. God, I haven't had that much confidence in a while now. Screw off, don't bother me. Oh, don't change anything about that. Don't change anything. There we go. We got it. Perfect. Okay. My hands were frozen. And finally, I can turn on the fan now. Oh, it's so hot. I'm just sweating like crazy right now. Fuck. Cheers, bloopers watchers. Cheers. See ya.